Man, isn't Boogie Cousins so dirty?
He's super dirty.
I know. Hit the intro.
What's up, y'all? It's the Cordial Assassin, aka CP the Great, and I'm here with
Side Guy, a.k.a. the man who miserably hates DeMarcus Cousins just because. Because, what is wrong with him? He just recently had a 10-day contract and then gets ejected in the middle of a game against the Nets. How could that possibly happen? Because that's what we are going to talk about right here on Hot Takes.
So let's get into it, folks.
So first off,
DeMarcus Cousins, DeMarcus
Cousins isn't good at all because weeks ago, DeMarcus Cousins was ejected because of traveling. As he traveled, the referees ejected him with a technical foul, and so the plans are not even simple. What is next for the Denver Nuggets after the ejection of DeMarcus Cousins?
And that would have been a wonderful addition to the Nuggets long term if he could have just stayed in the game. Two big men in DeMarcus Cousins and Jokic. Long time ago, we were talking about DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis as the top two big men in the league. And if you would have had Jokic, which currently I would say top five big men.
Yeah, top 5 big man. It was the MVP of the league. It is so simple.
Yeah, put them together.
Yeah, if you put them together, we should compare their stats.
Let's compare their stats.
So, as you can see, his stats for Denver, he's having the worst season ever. 9.5 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 2 assists. That is like the worst stat line I have ever seen.
DeMarcus Cousins has been completely different.
He has been completely different. The difference about him is why he did the impossible, because he wasn't good this season.
I mean, he was dominant. He was an underrated passer. DeMarcus Cousins was probably it was DeMarcus Cousins or Joel Embiid on the block.
Yeah.
Those two are the best dominant big centers. That flex 5, can shoot a 3 ball and still do things down low. That was DeMarcus Cousins and Joel Embiid.
Yeah. And how dominant that rookie DeMarcus Cousins was so great. But now, this is his downfall. And now he's having the worst season ever. Is this like the worst season of his career? Or is it like the worst stat line? And it looks like he's gonna have to fix himself.
Yes, he is.
So the question remains same. Will DeMarcus Cousins get a 10-day contract from any team?
Well, he played March 4th.
Yeah,
he played March 4th. We're in March, and he had a couple games with the Nuggets. I don't know if he has a new contract. I have to check in on that.
And then I think he has a new contract.
He might have a new contract.
Yeah.
You can check. He's still on his 10-day contract.
Still on a 10-day contract, as DeMarcus Cousins is still continuing the road to becoming the best dominant big man in his career. And I mean, he doesn't have any career. He doesn't have any good stats.
He has all-star appearances so far.
Yeah. But the question is who will be put in the MVP race? DeMarcus Cousins or Joel Embiid?
Joel Embiid.
I know the answer is great, so I'll agree with you. Hashtag trust the process.
Okay. And now,
For the next hot take, we have why the Lakers are the ninth seed and are going to miss the playoffs.
miss the playoffs? I mean, they going to go for play-in tournament. They going to go for play-in.
Yeah,
They might go back to the play-in. That's all.
They might go back to the play-in tournament.
LeBron just like getting out the mud. That's all.
He just likes getting out the mud. So in last year's play-in tournament, we saw LeBron hit that game-winning 3 against the Warriors, but Draymond Green with that eye hit, it was so dirty. Like they would have gave him a flagrant foul, man. They would have gave him a flagrant.
Yes.
So
Now Lakers. With these Lakers, where do we start? I say Lakers, number one, defense. We looked at this team top down. This is supposed to be a defensive team. You're supposed to be locking down every opponent you get. You're supposed to be clamping them down. What are you doing? Every time I see Russ, he's BSing on defense. BSing.
Yeah, he's BSing.
You don't get to say that. He's BSing on defense.
Yes. And
Okay, you can say it.
He was BSing, and he is still breaking shots and still choking in the fourth quarter.
Still choking in the fourth quarter.
Choking
hard.
As the Lakers are currently 27-35, looks like they'll make the play-in tournament.
And that'll be about it. But
it's okay. If the Lakers win the whole play-in tournament, they will get a chance to fight for the 8th seed against whatever team. And I think it may be the Warriors again.
it might be the Warriors again.
And then they would win that. And then they would win and then go ahead and straight into the playoffs.
Right.
And then the Warriors would have to face elimination against the Grizzlies. And then Morant would have, and then it would be enforced, it would be a triple overtime. It would be the first time a play-in tournament had a triple overtime.
That's what you think?
Yeah, and I think
because last year they smacked them.
They smacked them in
last year. Memphis just smacked the Warriors.
They smacked them.
Gave it just they gave it to them.
Yeah, they gave it their all. They gave it their all, and they have just won the game. All thanks that in the fourth quarter, recently, Draymond Green had gotten a chance saying, "Draymond sucks," and then when he missed that game-winning shot, everybody started chanting that, and then
because Draymond.
Yeah, Draymond.
Let's stop this narrative that Draymond Green would be as effective on other teams. Because let's be real now. The way that they use Draymond is specifically tailored to his game and to what they do specifically on the Warriors. If he doesn't have that replicated on another team, he's not producing anything for your team. He'll give you defense and rebounds. But he'll be if he wasn't on the Warriors, he would be the Andre Drummond of the league.
Yeah, he would be the Andre Drummond of the league. He would be decent.
Let's talk about LaMelo versus Ja Morant.
Yes.
Who are you taking? If you're starting a team right now, are you choosing LaMelo Ball or Ja Morant?
I'm choosing LaMelo Ball to start my franchise because
I'm choosing Ja Morant.
And so we have 2 point guards to start both of our franchises.
I choose Ja Morant because his game is very explosive. I love explosive players. I love the D Roses, the Russell Westbrooks. I love point guards like that. I love explosive players. Zion Williamson. I love just explosive, electrifying players are just super dope to me. I love players like that. And Ja Morant takes the cake. That man he's always giving it 100% effort. Every time that he steps on the court, I give it to Ja Morant. He is a scorer. He is a bucket getter. Okay? He
Yeah.
does what he has to do to get his team a W.
Real deal is that John Morant is doing a little bit good this season.
But is he better than LaMelo Ball?
But I think in the next year he won't be better. So I think he's a little bit great. But LaMelo is so better than John Morant.
And why do you say that?
Because he had a season high. Because he had a career high 38 points against the Celtics.
Okay. And John Morant has been consistently putting up 25-point games and 40-point games.
All right, the next hot take is, what is happening with PG-13?
What is happening with PG-13? Okay.
So-
Clippers.
Kyrie Irving, the greatest ball handler of all time. He has flashy passes. He's got a nasty handle.
And a nasty attitude. Because why are you not getting the vaccine?
Yeah. Why are you not giving him a vaccine? Yeah. And that's what we are going to talk about right here about Kyrie Irving. Why are you not giving him a vaccine?
We'll get into that next time on Hot Takes.